Before we talk about what happened, let's just sit here for a moment, because that's where so many people are right now, somewhere between exhaustion and disbelief, trying to make sense of something so cruel, devastating and shocking that still doesn't feel entirely real. Shocked, scared, devastated and bewildered, facing the cold reality of victimhood. In the days and weeks that follow, the mind doesn't rest. You replay conversations, you hear their voice, you go back through every message, every call, every email, looking for the moment you should have seen it, the red flags you missed, the words that felt so warm and so real. You lie awake at 3 a.m, asking yourself the same question over and over. How did this happen to me? What was I thinking? Why me? This can't be real. There's shame. Deep, painful shame that sits in your chest and doesn't shift. And anger. At them. And sometimes at yourself. There's grief, because what was lost wasn't only money. It was a relationship you believed in, plans you had built, a future you could see clearly, trust in your own judgment. And underneath all of it, there's fear. Fear of losing your home, your savings, your retirement, the security your family was counting on, fear of what people will think, fear that you have let the people you love the most down. What many victims don't expect, and what very few people talk about, is that the emotional impact of a scam doesn't end when the money is gone. You may hear the scammer's voice in your mind long after they have disappeared. You may flinch at a phone ringing, or feel your heart quicken when someone is kind to you in a way that feels familiar. You replay conversations over and over, searching for the exact moment everything changed. You wonder, was any of it real? Did they ever actually care? Were there signs you simply refused to see? Trauma doesn't always come from violence. Sometimes it comes from deception, from being made to feel completely safe, and then having that safety taken away. That is a real wound, and it deserves real recognition. Here is what is important to understand about what happened to you. Scammers are professionals. This is not a hobby or an opportunistic crime. This is their work, every single day, refined over years. They studied your hopes, your fears, your dreams, your vulnerabilities. They learned what you needed to hear, and they said it, precisely and patiently, for as long as it took. Groomed your trust, because trust was the tool they needed to commit the crime. They built a relationship that felt completely genuine, because they worked hard and deliberately at making it feel that way. This was not a failure of your judgment. This was their criminal expertise at work. The hardest part of recovering from a scam is not the financial loss. It is rebuilding trust in yourself. That voice that says, "I should have known. I was naive. I let my family down. I was weak." That voice is wrong. Because the qualities that made you vulnerable to a skilled manipulator, your openness, your hope, your willingness to believe in people, those are not flaws. They are evidence of your humanity. They are the same qualities that make you a good friend, a caring parent, a generous person. You are not what they did to you. Shame thrives in silence, and scammers count on that silence to protect themselves. Every time a victim speaks out, to a trusted friend, to a support community, to a professional who understands, that silence breaks. And with it, some of the weight begins to lift. You do not have to carry this alone. There are people who understand, people who have sat exactly where you are sitting now, who asked the same questions, who felt the same shame, and who found their way through. Recovery from a scam does not arrive all at once. It comes in small moments you almost don't notice at first. The first night you sleep through without waking in panic. The first day you realize you haven't replayed the conversation even once. The first time you laugh, genuinely laugh, at something ordinary. The first morning the scam is not the very first thought in your mind. These moments are not dramatic. They are quiet, but they matter enormously, because each one is proof that you are moving forward, even when it doesn't feel that way. Rebuilding does not mean forgetting what happened or pretending it didn't matter. It means understanding it fully. What happened, how it happened, why it was not your fault, and then, slowly and carefully, choosing to move forward anyway. It looks like trusting a little, reaching out a little, letting yourself be helped, being honest with the people you love, and being kinder to yourself than that voice in your head has been. Here is something worth remembering. You survived something that was designed, deliberately and professionally, to break your trust and take from you. And you are still here. You know now what grooming looks like. You understand how manipulation works. You recognize the patterns. You know that warmth can be weaponized, and that knowledge, as painful as it was to earn, is yours permanently. You are not the same person you were before. In some ways, that is a loss worth grieving. But in other ways, you are more clear-eyed, more resilient, and more equipped than you have ever been. If you are watching this because something happened to you, or because you love someone it happened to, we want you to hear this. You are not stupid. You are not weak. You are not the crime that was committed against you. This chapter does not have to define the rest of your story. There is life after fraud. There is recovery after betrayal. There is hope after loss. And little by little, day by day, you can bounce back better and stronger than you ever imagined. Subscribe to ScamDetox today for more support and updates.